morning. I'm here in Mammoth. We are on a snowboarding trip and I wanted to share with you guys like a winter warm-up routine. Obviously, the weather is a bit colder here. My skin is definitely feeling it just because we have the heater going. It's dry here. It's colder than I'm used to. And so I wanted to take the opportunity to share with you guys a little self-care routine, something a bit more decadent when your skin is feeling a little bit more parched or dry during the cold winter months. I also realized the holiday season can be a time of celebration, but also stress with crazy schedules. So this is just a really nice wind down. And I was able to bring some of my favorite products from Naturium and partner with them in Ulta Beauty. So I'm excited to share with you guys what I do when I'm looking for a little pick-me-up and a little treat for my skin. So I'm gonna hop in the shower, but I'm gonna share with you guys some of the products that I use in shower to kind of get my skin prepped, cleansed, but also not overly dry, because I feel like when your skin is a bit more dehydrated, you want to make sure you're not taking more of that out with your wash routine. As you can see, I have quite the dent in this The Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Wash. This is the wash that I use at home and I love it. It hangs out on the skin as you're washing, so it really gives your skin the opportunity to absorb the moisturizing properties of this. I actually had the chance to meet Susan Yara in person in New York, which was really fun. Look who I'm with! Yay! We're here in New York and we're going to be learning all about...
I'm not sure that was further away than
It was a little further, but you get it. Yeah. And she talked about some of the products and how this specifically is designed to do that. So I was really excited to give this a go and really feel it on my skin. I knew I loved it already before the trip, but hearing her explain it, I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Like many of the products in the Glow Getter line, this has linoleic rich oils in this, so it's going to be very, very hydrating and moisturizing for the skin. On top of that, it has some humectants in there. We've got glycerin, which is a superstar humectant, so it's going to help lock in that moisture. I like that this does suds a little bit, but it doesn't get overly sudsy, so my skin doesn't feel overly cleansed. So like I said, I love this. This is what I use at home. I'm glad I could bring it on this trip. Now, since we're talking about cleansers, this is also something I brought on the trip with me as a close second for a favorite body wash. This is the Brightener Vitamin C Body Wash, and I love this because it has very gentle chemical exfoliants in this, so my skin never feels compromised like it does when I use some other chemical exfoliants that feel really harsh on the skin. This feels really gentle, so especially during the winter months, I still want to be doing some exfoliating, but I also don't want to over exfoliate my skin. Plus it has that vitamin C in it, so it's going to be antioxidant rich. So this is really nice, kind of has that same cleansing feel. Feels like it cleanses enough without overly cleansing, so I really like this. And this has like a nice fresh, bright, citrusy smell, so I really like using this in the morning. Now, every once in a while, there's a patch of skin on me or something that feels like it needs a little bit more of a deeper exfoliant, so I'll use this. This is the KP Scrub and Mask. This has not only the chemical exfoliants in it, but also has a physical, like a mechanical property to it, so it also gives you that like texture experience when it comes to exfoliating. So if you're someone who likes to feel that like manual exfoliation, this is great. This is something I'll use on those like really, really dry areas like my feet or on my ankles, my elbows, areas that get really, really ashy. And on top of that, it has glycolic acid, salicylic acid. So if you have like body breakouts or anything like that, this is also great for KP. You can use this to kind of help clear up those areas. This is not something I'm using every day. I honestly probably use this once a week, but it's also something that I like to use when I'm trying to treat my skin and give my skin a really nice fresh start. All right, so I'm gonna hop in the shower and then I'm gonna come out and tell you guys my aftercare routine. Okay, so I just got out of the shower, but now I'm gonna do the rest of like my body care routine. I actually stopped by Ulta on my way here to specifically pick up this product because when it comes to dry winter skin, I need an oil and I have been loving this oil. I've used a whole bottle of this before, so this is my second bottle. This is the Glow Getter Body Oil. I love this because not only is it packed with linoleic rich oils and also antioxidants, but the feel of this, oh, it is just like I said, so luxurious. It doesn't feel oily whatsoever. I usually just apply this to areas that specifically need it, like my elbows, my shoulders, my knees, my ankles, areas that tend to get a bit more dry. And I apply this first because it has a bit more of that like dry oil feel. It's not, like I said, oily. It feels really nice and soft on the skin and absorbs really nicely. So I usually apply this first. And to show you guys what this looks like, so I just take a pump. I like to really warm it up in my hands because again, this just helps with absorption. And since it's cold, it helps it penetrate my skin better. And then I just, like I said, really massage it into areas that my body tends to get more dry, flaky and ashy. And since we're really giving our skin some love, I really take my time to like really rub this in. Also on my hands, because I don't know about you guys, I wash my hands a ton when I'm out and about. Warming this up on my hands also helps it absorb into the skin here, which tends to get dry and cracked for me. So I bathe myself in this. I love this oil so much. Now let's talk about the next product that I love for really giving my skin deep hydration during the winter months. I love this, the Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Butter. As you can see, I have really dipped into this. I'm on my last leg and I almost need to go pick up another tub of this, but this is so good, especially like I said, for my dry sensitive skin type. And I apply this on top of the oil, and this goes all over my body, honestly. So this is just like an all over body butter, and this just absorbs really nicely but still feels luxurious. It's packed with peptides, so it's going to kind of firm up the skin, and it also has a lot of those rich oils as well. So again, during the winter months when my skin really needs this, you know I'm coating myself in this butter. And honestly, I have had this for a couple months now. I use this during the summer months. Like I use this all year round. So this is a really good one. This is also packed with shea butter, glycerin, and squalane. So again, a lot of barrier help there, a lot of like rich ingredients to really make your skin feel supple and soft. I really try to treat the skin on my body nicely, especially like I said, when it's cold, because it is the biggest organ and a lot of times it gets neglected and it gets beat up the most. So I like to treat it really well. So I'm gonna apply this on the rest of my body and I'll be right back. Let's talk about sun protection, because I feel like in the winter time we tend to neglect it. And especially during the winter months, the sun's rays can be absolutely brutal. So I like to use a high protectant sunscreen all year round. And the UV Reflect Antioxidant SPF 50 from Naturium, I absolutely love. It's a sheer sunscreen and it has like that type of formula where you have to shake it together because it is very lightweight. I will actually use this on my face and on my body because it spreads really nicely. And I'm gonna be doing some activities today, so I don't wanna feel like I have heavy sunscreen on, but I do wanna make sure I'm sun protected because out in the snow, the sun will reflect off of it and come back at us more intense. So I need to make sure I am fully protected. I actually have a funny story about this. My husband, who has a fair complexion, used this at a wedding where we were outside. He was the only guy that did not get sunburned. You actually could see exactly where he applied it. So that honestly was a testament to how effective this sunscreen is for protecting the skin, and also confirmation that my husband and I need to have a talk about better application. This is actually sunscreen that I like to reapply with because, like I said, it's very lightweight, so adding more layers of this doesn't make my skin feel sticky or greasy. Like on the drive up, another time that people forget to protect their skin, you're sitting in the sun, like your windshield doesn't have a lot of protection, your windows don't have a lot of protection, your arms, tops of your legs, your face is just sitting in the sun baking for hours. So that's actually time I will make sure to reapply. I will actually probably take this with me today to reapply. Then like I said, apply it to my face, and I'm very thorough with the skin on my face especially. I get in my hairline, my ears, behind my ears. That sun is relentless. So I like to make sure my face is protected, my body is protected, and like look at how beautiful my skin looks. Like it looks so glowy. As a little bonus tip, another thing that I like to do for keeping my winter body care on point, but also in general, my skin healthy, I use a lip balm, of course. Now, naturally, we all love the Phyto-Glow lip balms from Naturium. I like to apply this throughout the day because it's just such a nice feel. But I also love the Phyto-Glow lip mask, not only for overnight, but actually what I will do, I don't know about you guys, but I get like a really dry nose, like around my nostrils during the winter time from like blowing my nose or whatever. I also do like ice skating, so I do a lot of winter sports, so I'm blowing my nose quite a lot. So I like to take this lip mask. You can see exactly where I've been dipping my Q-tip in. And I just dip a Q-tip in, just a teeny tiny little bit. It's really just to protect the skin and keep it from getting too chapped. I'll actually put it right here on the inside of my nostrils. Not so much where it's like shiny, but just enough to like keep it protected and moisturized. And then I won't get that like red nostril look. And as you can see, it doesn't look shiny if you kind of do a little light layer. When my nostrils are like chapped and cracked. I can't stand it. So this prevents it. So anyways, guys, that is my body care routine featuring Naturium and Ulta Beauty. If you guys want to check out the products that I mentioned in this video, I will link it down in the description box as I always do. I am so happy that I was able to take all my body care with me on this trip to keep my skin beautiful and healthy. And I hope you guys picked up some tips and tricks when you want to give your skin a treat for those harsh winter months. Just a little self-care because we all deserve it. And as always, hope you guys are happy and healthy. And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.